What do you mean? We had gameplay. We were able to walk around and try to find info. Is that not game?
Effectively wasting our time.
Is that not game? Especially we gotta do it for every single dungeon person past Yukiko, and also freaking do it if on new game when we do new game plus as well. It's totally not super annoying, ain't it?
Ah, filler. Worth
So,
filler.
it's totally not super annoying, and most people forget about it. Hey, Fox. How dare you? Don't question the Fox.
Whoa!
Oh.
There, counts with the stairs, Fox.
Huh? Hmm?
You kidding? What the hell?
Foxes don't do that.
But
That means the police on duty and whatnot didn't notice, didn't find this Fox, right?
but hey. Hmm.
Huh? Hmm.
Let's just take a fox into a TV.
Yep. So that's cool too. You know, to add to pile of things we don't get. Kanji was total chaos on that show. It was like such a badass too. Hey, we should concentrate on saving Kanji before the fog appears, okay? Gotta start from there.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go murder some shadows.
Yeah, I found some clues. What's my current equip persona? Okay, Ares.
Oh, you found. Huh? A complex. That's it? That's all I have to go on? You're working me to the stuffing. Oh well. Then I'll open my nose up real wide and sniff real hard. Oh, I think I found something. It feels like our target. Is this it? Follow me.
See, Christian, it worked.
Somehow.
It made it to the bathhouse.
God help us.
It's awfully muggy.
Is it just me, or does the fog here seem kind of different?
Smells of its steam.
My glasses are
Nah,
fogging up.
it's Dark Souls boss fog.
Man, it's hot in here. This place is like a...
Come here, pussycat. Oh, such well-defined pecs. There's no need to be scared.
I'm sorry, I just remembered the fucking
Uh,
comic.
Now just relax.
God damn it.
Wait a sec. I don't want to go.
is Kanji-kun really here, Teddy?
I want to say the quote, but I don't want. I'm not sure if that's okay.
It's most likely not okay.
The nose.
But it doesn't
That's,
stop
like
at...
that's the only thing holding me back.
We're really going in here? I can already feel the sweat rolling down my back.
Chris is really getting a kick out of this.
That's because it's so hot.
I'm just laughing so hard because it's real.
Because what's real?
Whatever, anyone who's seen the comic knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Also, fun fact. Also, fun fact, which you probably know about. I'm saying anyway. There was in the game's code. There's heavily implied they're gonna have a gay romance option of Yosuke.
Well, it's always the ones who act scared of it.
Yes, we're saying. I feel chilled down my spine. Kinda cold. My nose is totally useless too. Kanji, who are you? Answer us. Yeah, that's code which people, things that are unused in the game's disc does not make it canon. People are like that makes it canon. No, it doesn't. It was unused. It was not
That
used.
shadow
It's not
just
canon.
wants water. That's all.
There are 2 enemies
Bribed Fuzz.
in there.
Alice always has some words to say about police.
For some reason, I thought that hole in their stomach was an emulator glitch.
Nah.
Yosuke,
It's like how in SMT If the most powerful type of bullets are called the cop killer bullets.
Oof.
it's a win.
Litsaru fucking rocks.
Yep.
Good.
5 enemies. Take them out one by one. Throw down.
I think rocks would be weak to wind, but
Here's a question I just thought of. Let's see. Which would you prefer? A game having less plot showing up, but that makes when the plot does show up a bigger deal, or a game with more story events, but they're less interesting as a result.
or what?
3 enemies down. Let's go, Teddy.
Pretty much, do you prefer how P3 or P4 is doing it? P3 has less plot showing up, what does show up has bigger emphasis, while P4 we have cutscenes upon cutscenes about cutscenes about cutscenes, but we tend to come off as more bored.
Yeah, I'd rather have more game than cutscene.
No, not necessarily more game, more case. So actually, no, that's better accurate, yeah. That's more accurate, yeah.
Come on, make me something good. Nah, that's fine. It's not like we need that or anything.
1 XP from battles now, Christian.
Nah, less XP.
We got 1 XP from that fight.
Nah, it's fine. It's just not like we're in any urgent need of levels.
We haven't come across Kanji-kun yet. Oh yeah, Sensei, can I do something? Why is so steamy here? Is this something to do with Kanji-kun? I already get it. You know what it is, Sensei?
I get it.
That's fine, Sensei. Is there anything you don't know?
I still want to slay the lion, but I can't.
Stop being so obsessed with saying the line.
More enemies. I know you can
Listen,
win
that shit was hilarious.
I like to know, I smacked them first, we had the advantage, and they still went first.
Persona.
That's fine. Game doesn't need to follow its own rules.
Enemies left. Persona. We won.
1 XP still.
It's not even worth fighting them.
But the problem is, we either have to wait the effect out, or try and get another Arcana chance, because another Arcana chance will immediately cancel out that one. So the thing is, it is worth fighting just to get an Arcana chance to cancel it out.
It's our turn first. Persona.
I guess I don't think you can just run from them either, because I think their model move faster than you.
Not really.
Oh.
No Arcana chance, so nope, still stuck on 1 XP. Also, another question you prefer? Which do you prefer? A big hype moment in a game that the game treats as if it had little impact, or something the game believes you should be hyped for, but in reality you're not.
It's our turn first. There's 3 enemies.
I need to pay more attention to the words that you're saying.
Would you prefer it?
Victory!
Would you prefer it if you had if you personally felt a hype moment in a game, but the game acted as if the hype moment was like just an average thing? Or would you prefer a game to really try and sell you on a big hype moment when in reality it's kind of dull?
The first option sounds better.
Why so?
Huh?
Why so?
Because I would have had
Hang in there.
English. I would have had an experience that I enjoyed, as opposed to really, that's it. That's lame.
Damn, it's not going down.
I'm saying that because two things guilty of that are Tellus Hysteria and Persona Q2.
It's down. Good.
Oh, that's the first crit we've seen in a long time.
That's the first crit animation, because when I put it on the rush in the first dungeon, we got crits. There's the fact that it was on, well, since it was on freaking rush, they didn't put it in the crit animation. We got strength. Still no Arcana chance.
Gotta get that 1 XP.
Yeah, Persona Q2 had this big moment where you had all the main characters of P3, P3P, P4, and P5 all work together, only for their big combination attack to do less damage than you could do normally.
That's disappointing.
It's like, be hyped for this skill. Wow, that sucks than me just normally attacking. What the fuck? I just got goosebumps. Leave them on the floor. Be careful.
Oh boy,
Like-
what we playing?
Like, granted, it was also like the end of the final boss, so there's no real like downside or consequence. It's just disappointing.
Careful. Damn, it's not going
That's
down.
like, look at this big hype attack. That did nothing in damage. What the fuck?
3 enemies left.
Okay, so we don't do that again.
Woohoo! Chie-chan. That's
They didn't.
one.
Well, I guess you have an absorb. Oh no, not fear.
It's over. So persistent.
2 enemies. Charge through them. Counting on you. Yosuke pounded an enemy.
Don't think, feel.
Moon Arcana fight disappeared. We can finally get EXP again.
Yay.
We can RPG again. Ryan set for the mini boss. Open the door and enter? Sure.
There he is.
Kanji.
Oh, my, thank you for your undivided attention.
What is that
At
stats?
last, I've penetrated the facility. These images are coming to you live from inside this steamy paradise. But I've yet to have any charming encounters. Could this hot fog be the cause? It's like steam rising from sweat. My body's tingling with excitement.
That's a better name.
Rap. This is so wrong
They've
in
increased
so
the budget.
many ways.
Yeah, I remember it being kind of like this on Yukiko's show, too. No, it wasn't like this. Those voices again. Wait, are they louder this time?
These voices. I was wondering whose they could be since it's only the victim in here. Is it the people watching outside?
You mean everybody who's watching the Midnight Channel? They're reacting to the show?
Except for the fact that it's not midnight, it's not raining, it's the middle of the frickin' day.
Yikes!
Yep.
If people are watching Kanji-kun now, he's gonna be a legend in a way he never intended.
Well, it's really his shadow, not him. But normal people won't know that. The shadows are getting really restless.
That elusive thing I truly yearn for. Will I finally find it here? Well then, onward and deeper to reach further realms of romance. Let's get going, damn it!
Kanji-kun!
That was his other self. It's trying to reveal his hidden feelings. It seems much worse than that time with Yuki-chan's shadow. At this rate, it might end up getting bare naked.
No, that'd be illegal.
Bare naked? Oh man, here it comes. Was I supposed to laugh?
Was I supposed to laugh? Really? No mini boss?
No, the turns out I was wrong. Not the mini boss. I just the same thing happened before. Mini boss, I guess, is maybe more like 4 or 5 or something.
Ah.
Wait, how you feel about the theme of the dungeon so far, both in music-wise and in the visual design?
The music is just non-existent,
I know, right? It irritates me.
and the design reminds me of the brown and blue mirror.
Someone else's turn.
I can't say I'm a fan of either.
Brown and blue mirror.
You know,
Good work,
like the
Sensei. That's one
mid
so
2000s
far.
where every fucking game has like brown and blue.
It lost me. No.
Just look it up when you're done. I'm fucking explaining it.
More enemies. Grin and bear it.
Of course you missed.
I'll explain it anyways. Fuck it. Like, you know, back in the time where games seemed to be devoid of color.
You mean like the PS3 360 era of first-person shooters?
Yeah, like that. That's the brown and blue mirror. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm seeing the brown, not so much the blue.
Not blue, bloom.
Oh, bloom.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh. I thought you said brown and blue, which I was confused.
Oh, I get it now. I got you.
Yeah, but it's better than what I got.
Doubt it.
It actually is.
It's really like a 5-second loop, though.
Yeah, this dungeon's gimmick is you gotta go all the way around.
Oh boy, Sork is my favorite.
The gimmick is pretty much the stairs the stairs will generally be located next to a shortcut back to the entrance. So it's pretty much go all the way around the dungeon, which is like digging deep for dungeon themes, Atlas. Digging deep for gimmicks.
This dungeon design is not very good, is it?
Listen, man, Atlas has certain fetishes,
There are 2
which are
enemies.
not in the Persona series. At least not in freaking P3, 4, and 5. I like to remind people that Yosuke is a speed character. He's he's supposed to be the crit machine, and he keeps missing a lot.
He can't even hit this tiger that's muzzling his ball.
2 enemies left.
Take this! Someone finish it off!
Amazing, Sensei. Keep it up.
It's over.
That's something I learned recently. This is about P3. This is about P3 again.
John beat an enemy. Keep going.
Is that you know Nick's in P3?
Yeah.
In a freaking Q&A book Atlas made about P3, they decided to answer some questions literally no one was asking. So Nyx is not only a deity, she's also an alien in the context of P3.
Hey.
She is a space being that I'm pretty much predates the collective unconsciousness in the frickin' series, and that is also why it was just powerful. And also, she essentially became the Earth's moon. She collided with Earth and literally became its moon. So Nyx's physical body is the moon, with Nyx's consciousness being planted on Earth. Nyx's whole deal is to pretty much kill everything on the planet, but back then humanity had a method of preventing that, aka being freaking mental willpower and personas. But thanks to events of P3, they managed to make people so nihilistic and apathetic that she was able to come back.
Come on, something good.
These are questions nobody asked about P3, but Penny Ellis is like, nah dog, she's a space alien, she predates the collective of consciousness, and she's also strong enough to be able to destroy the collective of consciousness. What I'm trying to say is, people who seem to think that Nyx is not a powerful antagonist, eat your effing heart out. She's ridiculously strong. She is disgustingly strong.
Such is the end of Rainbow Hulk Hogan. This game doesn't want to let me see the good effect. We've gotten 2 Arcana chances and both of them came out bad.
And look at that, Chris, the stairs. What's that? A door.
That leads right back to the start.
But the door's still locked. You see, you make a question, wait, Kenny, we're on the other side. Shouldn't we be able to open the door? You see, we can't open the door until after we beat the dungeon, making it literally worthless.
I figured it would have been a one-way door, you know?
A man can't back... we don't do that in Persona. A man can't back down time like this. Just watch, I'll show you how manly content Tatsumi can be. So, talk to my party. How are they feeling? First getting mad from all this moisture. Great, just kidding. We got. I'll talk to my party, not just Teddy. I want to talk to my party. There we go. They're so human. I hate it. Let's rescue him quick and then get the hell out of here. I think I'll get behind that plan. Boy, she's got something to say, folks. What? No one else got to say something? I guess only she has words.
Now I'll show you.
You said it wrong.
I smell 2 enemies. Let me do this, Jiraiya. That's it, Yosuke. 1 enemy down. Persona. That's it, Yosuke. 1 enemy. All right. Good answer. Out of our way.
You're so upset, little crotchheads. Chris to the edge of his seat at every single fight. Let's see, I should point something out. Dang, you can't see it on that low quality frickin' JPEG.
What?
That's the fact that you would think Jiraiya's eyes are the stars. It's not.
That's the thing up top.
Nope, there are holes below those stars. They're actually Jiraiya's eyes. But that thing is so low quality you can't be able to see it.
I thought it was like the Mickey Mouse ear things that were his eyes.
Also, believe that another fun fact to mention in the art book, I could be wrong, was that the freaking personas, at least in this game, apparently
Good work, Sensei. That's
don't
one
show
so far.
skin.
Couldn't quite beat it.
I'm scared.
I mean, I think that's weird, especially considering Yukiko's persona, but apparently
Enemy
no skin is
reinforcements.
being shown.
Hurry and beat them.
Thanks, reminder, Yukiko's persona freaking looks like this.
It's over.
Apparently them legs are no skin at all.
Not going down.
Good work, Sensei. That's one so far.
How's that?
The stairs.
Oh man, got this thing called pride. I'll never lose. Oh good, this game's getting worse. I can't sort consequence is at all. Maybe it's already time for me to retire from being a guide.
How do you suck at this?
You done stuffing Teddy into a sack or something? Jesus.
Careless.
Nah, making shapes out of the mic cord. Probably shouldn't be doing that while recording.
Three enemies left.
Take this! Couldn't quite beat it.
Oh, Chie-chan, that was beautiful. Oh, Yuki-chan, that was lovely.
Persona!
Smooth, Yuki-chan. 2 enemies defeated. Yuki-chan's health is too low.
That's speed guy, everybody.
Victor!
People wonder why Yosuke gets immediately removed or in place. Yosuke sucks. People generally say there's always that one character in a JRPG that you get rid of immediately. In this game, it's Yosuke.
Yosuke's the Mallow of this game. I'm still angry.
You gotta get over it someday.
3 enemies.
I will never get over it. It happened at literally the end of the fucking playthrough. And it ruined everything.
Please come again.
Four enemies. I know you can win.
No one can aim. I blame the Steam.
Do this, Jiraiya!
3 enemies down.
Amazing,
Good work,
Yosuke.
Yosuke. Use eyesight.
Someone else's turn.
4 enemies left. Woohoo!
All right, okay. This is it.
That's what I was remembering I wanted to mention. The fact that, not a P4 fact.
Oh, look, another go home.
Yes.
I love that it's just called that. I really do. It is perfect. It is the perfect name.
What the hell is that?
The sun. Fuck him up!
You're a monster. Beat the stuffing out of it.
Counting on you.
Finish it off. It's over.
Like I said, he has P3, but no, it's a weakness thing. Congrats, you won the win, guy. You want a cookie?
It's not going down. King Frost.
Go, Sensei! You
All right.
okay?
This being a P5 fact, P5 originally was not gonna have dungeons.
Really?
Yep, apparently P5 is originally gonna be like P3 and P4, where it was all RNG based dungeons, but they decided it would probably make P5 look more, you know, high budget if they actually made full-on dungeons rather than just this RNG laziness. To which I'm like, oh, you know what would be nice? Actual dungeons in P3 and P4.
Nah, that would require effort.
Too many other countries staring at us. Hey there, cutie pie. Are you trying to break the barrier of the acceptable, just like me? No, so it's like game doesn't get rid of kanji. Oh, does that mean you're yearning for me? Is that so? Well, that makes me so happy. Well, I simply must prepare something spectacular for you. So looking forward to seeing you soon. Well, toodaloo. Sensei, this little bear's getting too scared to go on.
Quote. The quote's coming back, Kenny.
Ooh, good one, Yosuke!
All right.
All right!
Ready or not, here we come.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no.
We get all our SP back. And
Fuck that, we haven't used any of it.
Downside is all our HP goes to 1 and the dungeon layout resets.
Yeah, which means you can set back to floor 1.
Well, I don't think so. It's the fact that in this game you can continue the floor from whatever floor you left off. It was the fact that like all the treasure chests and open rooms and stuff reset.
That doesn't seem worth it. Feels for it anyways. 1 whole XP.
Oh, let's just set up our whole party. 6 hit from all 6.
Oh.
Told you it's fine. I guess there's so many people who truly believe that we'll soon be getting at Persona 6.
You know how long it took to get Persona 5?
This'll be a
You know how long it took to get Persona 3?
No.
Persona 3 came out in like 2006, and before then, last Persona game I believe came out maybe like 2000 or something. 2000.
When did 4 come out?
2008.
enemies. Let's get through this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the difference between 4 and 5 is a lot longer than 2 and 3.
Well, 4 reuses, you know, a whole lot of assets, and 5 had the issue of no, I gotta make these in HD. There's one thing Atlas is slow with, is making things in HD.
Good move, Chie-chan. That's 2.
Nah, the one thing Atlas is slow with is finally continuing their goddamn series. Looking at you, SMT5.
Did that do it?
Like I said, and why it takes so long? Because you gotta make it in HD. And
How
only
long
that,
were you in the dark waiting for news?
they announced it at the 2017 reveal of the Switch. And well, we've had interviews, but the interviews, it's whether the interviews didn't say anything about the game other than still being made, still being made, still being made, still being made. That's the issue. We've had interviews, but the interviews didn't really say anything of substance other than the usual. We're still making it.
They put as much effort into keep people updated that game as someone making a fan project would.
All they pretty much said was, "We're still making it. It'll be worth the wait. Don't worry about it."
2 enemies left.
Gabe Newell was smiling.
Yeah, because I'm making it to HD. Alice is super bad at it.
Finish it off.
In fact, when it comes to SMT5, they're also using Unreal Engine 4, which is the first time they've used it, which means that's why it also took so long to make it, because it's the first time they use Unreal Engine.
How long does it take to learn a fucking engine?
Depends on the engine. It's considering they're a Japanese studio trying to learn a Western engine. Depends.
Just saying, everyone and their grandmother uses Unreal Engine. It shouldn't take that long.
Well, yeah, there's that, and as I said, they're bad at making HD games. When it comes to HD games made by Atlas, we have Catherine Full Body. We have Persona 5, Persona 5 Royal.
I smell 3 enemies. Don't
I think that's effing it.
That's a bad track record. We've been in the HD era for more than 10 years now.
Christian, P4 came out 2008. Do you know what came out 2 years prior?
What?
The PS3.
Yeah, I know.
Like, one of the issues they had with making P5 was drawing all the personas in HD. Only to then tell the art team to do it again, but this time in 1080 because freaking they didn't account for the PS4 existing.
Well,
So you had to delay it again so they can make Persona designs that scale up to 1080.
I thought the PS3 could do 1080. Or does it only go up to 900?
I think it only goes like 900.
Oh, I could have sworn the PS3 could do 1080.
Well, even then, the PS3 version of P5, it's not a bad version. Question: how much do you like screen tearing?
I can ignore it, but I'd rather it not be there.
The PS3 version has lots of screen tearing. This
They
one's
had-
pretty steamy. Hang in there, guys.
Can't afford VSync.
Yeah, it has like lots of screen tearing. But yeah, Atlas is generally slower because of making a HD game because they've been using the same assets for years. They've been using the same they made in the Super Famicom era to this day.
I smell
Jesus.
2 enemies. Pick them up.
If
Hey, you're not supposed to be here. You've got boobs.
freaking, if anyone's like, wow, how do they make so many SMT games? Simple. They've been reusing assets in Super Famicom eras.
Woohoo! Cheer, John.
It's why in many freaking like handheld SMT games, the freaking demons are just sprites.
We've been using the same assets for nearly 30 fucking years.
And you have stuff like Strange Journey Redux, which is now a case of slightly animated versions of those sprites.
Oh shit, here we go again. Cool. We're now tied with the good and bad, I think. Or it might be 3 bad, 1 good, I'm not sure.
It's also why it's a bigger deal when SMT5 got revealed and they used a design of Odin that was in SMT4 Apocalypse because it's a brand new design. Brand new design, not the my Kaneko. Because the Kaneko design is eh. Welcome to man's world! For his healing
Welcome to
from
bad English.
From a sudden entry of a fine young man. Celebrate his encounter and prepare a special station night. A single match with no time limit. Who will be left standing in the end? Now pour all your hot blood and guts. Don't lose.
That's not a good fetish.
Oh wait, I forgot another.
Whoops! It caught you off guard.
We're off to a fantastic start.
Soda!
Just one enemy left.
This game is the game and better.
Soda!
Please keep giving me more time to cast Tetrakarn.
SP.
Of course he picks the Lord Worst from first without Tetrakarn.
Couldn't quite beat it. It's over.
Did pitiful damage though. Yeah, sure, it was nearly half your health, but that was like him with buffs all up the ass.
But we're also blocking.
Going down.
True.
You know what? If I'm up. As she misses.
Titan, go for it.
Okay, now you got. Now Chia can block. Yeah, for another game that HD game in Atlas. Tokimura sessions.
Someone else's turn.
Right, that game exists.
They got a Switch port. The Switch port sold worse than the Wii U original.
Yeah, because now it's censored everywhere. That's what you wanted, right? More censor?
I can't get over the fact that people on Twitter were like, look at Japan, they're not angry. Japanese Twitter was super angry. What are you talking about?
The fuck you mean you're giving us this fucked up version?
Just the fact that people were trying to make the claim, Japan's not mad, they were super mad. Like, Nintendo had to give refunds because they saw it as false advertising.
You did it, Sensei.
Levels of mad.
Jesus.
But nah, let's just speak for Japan and say they weren't angry.
Treehouse was a mistake.
That's right, Sensei. I knew you would win. I mean, I get the reason why they would use that version, because of the fact that all they would have to do would be to essentially change, like, a couple of lines and boom, you now have a Japanese version of it. But at the same time, it still was such a horrible idea.
Like, yeah, you forgot all the other problems that exist in the game that people didn't like.
But hey, look, we added a new costume. Look at the costume with the Three Houses outfit. We got a Joker costume. We got a Strange Journey costume that's somehow better than P5 Royal Strange Journey costume. And that's a sad fact. Hey, look, Purple Man got red hair.
One enemy. You can do it.
Wow.
Someone else's turn.
Hang in there.
All right, okay. This is it.
Three more enemies. Grin and bear it. It's a weak opponent. This'll be easy. Three enemies. Let's get through this.
Throw down.
Two enemies down. Go to town, Yosuke.
Persona.
Yosuke pounded an enemy. Woohoo! Chie-chan! That's one.
Here's a question for you, Christian. So far, with 3 and 4, how do you feel about the counter system?
What?
How do you feel about the counter system?
What counter system?
You're joshing me here, right?
The counter system in Persona 3 and 4.
Yes.
What counter system?
I said calendar.
Oh, I thought you said counter system. I mean, it exists.
Would you
The
say...
game is built around it, so...
This is a question people have when it comes to feature the series. Should the counter system stay?
I don't see a problem with it.
Alright then, here are some problems. The game's pace. A lot of people have issues with the game's pacing because everything's easy to live out every single effing day of the calendar. 2, it makes it so that way. I failed. It makes it so that way. Essentially, every single month, something major must always happen, which can make things a lot more formulaic. It's like how when Final 3 Houses in a calendar system, there were some people who hated the fact that somehow at the end of every month there was always something big going on conveniently. Never during the middle, never during the beginning, always at the end of the month, something major happens. And it's like for a lot of people it becomes too repetitive. No, that ain't important to a man's man. That's not what I want to become. That ain't it at all. Hey Sensei, the world you came from seems very complicated. It's that man, you really have to think hard about stuff like what I am. So I kind of understand how Kanji feels. Sensei, we gotta save Kanji. Let's see. Let's see what else. An issue with people have the counter system. Oh yeah, of course, as natural will always happen, there are people who hate time limits.
You already know how I feel about time limits.
And essentially 3, 4, and 5 generally give you one giant time limit. Another issue people can have is also generally the reasons for there being a time limit for the month.
So persistent.
Like how in P4, it's a case of someone gets thrown to go into a TV world, but there are people who start to be like, you know, at some point it starts to become completely preventable, and you guys are just being idiots about it. Like how while the party did talk to Kanji, they kept pretty much dancing around the idea effing talk to him, only for it to be you freaking said his trigger word, so he flipped out, caused you to be scared, and just deciding screw it, let's just wait. Oh, you got kidnapped. Who would have thought?
Well.
Another issue in the case of P5 is the fact that you always need some reason. You need some big reason for why the party gets essentially threatened and has to have a time limit, and sometimes the reasons for them can be incredibly stupid.
Now, shall we move on?
Like in the case of P5, there are 3 time limits that are pretty much caused by one of your party members.
Cool.
And it starts to become a case of, why do we keep carrying this person with us? They literally keep making our life worse. It's great, it's wonderful here. Things definitely feels wrong. We need to hurry. Another issue some would have is specifically when it comes to P3 fans. P3 fans like the calendar system because you always know when the big story boss fight will happen, and therefore the time limit is to prepare for it. 1, 4, and 5, it's a race against the time, meaning you're meant to prepare and do the task under the same time limit.
Someone else's turn.
Like, I guess just like also the fact that also creates a mentality where for many people, they see the actual combat and gameplay as essentially a wall in between them and social links. And if one side of your gameplay is being seen as something that's in the way of the other, that's not a good thing, now is it?
True.
Smooth, Yuki-chan. 2 enemies defeated.
Like, I've seen many people who feel like what we're doing right now, you know, what you wanted to do, is something that's just in the way of the actual meat of the game, which for them is social links. But if you're treating half what's supposed to be half of your gameplay as nothing more than this is just a nuisance that's in the way, that's not a good thing. That's also the issue for the other way around. Many people don't like social links and find that to get in the way of doing dungeons. Which in the case of P5, once you fulfill a goal, the dungeon vanishes. You can't go back in. Meaning you have to wait until the story progresses for you to be able to go into the next dungeon.
3 enemies down.
Similar stuck with nothing to do.
I mean, you do get mementos, but mementos is never on your level. It is always one level before. It's always pretty much one stage before you. So, while you could say there's mementos, it's kind of pointless in that sense. You're only there to do side quests. You know what would suck?
What?
If I get rid of Phoenix right now to make Sumer Sarasvati, and there's a demon that requires wind damage.
Don't get rid of it then.
But we need to get more dungeons for companions to have more things to fuse.
Alright.
Or wait, I've been recording a lot without making a break.